Why does Florida's economy depend on a tiny island in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean? Every year, millions of Florida homeowners face the financial threat of hurricane season. Entire neighborhoods can be destroyed in a matter of hours, leaving behind flooded streets, damaged houses, and thousands of insurance claims. And the financial risk is only getting larger. Over the past few decades, Florida's population has grown rapidly, with millions more people moving to its coastline. At the same time, the value of homes and businesses has continued to rise, so hurricanes can now cause far greater financial losses. Yet, surprisingly, a large part of the money needed to pay for those disasters doesn't stay in Florida. Instead, it flows to a place with fewer than 70,000 people that most would never expect. That place is Bermuda. It all starts with an unfortunate reality. Unlike earthquakes or wildfires, hurricanes can strike hundreds of kilometers of coastline in a single storm, damaging hundreds of thousands of homes at once. For insurance companies, that's where the real challenge begins. They are not designed to handle hundreds of thousands of claims almost simultaneously. So, how can they continue offering coverage in one of the world's riskiest places? To answer that, let's imagine you own an insurance company that covers 200,000 homes across Florida. Most years are fairly predictable. You collect premiums, pay routine claims, and earn a profit. But then a Category 5 hurricane strikes. Within days, tens of thousands of homeowners file claims. The total cost quickly reaches billions of dollars, far more than your company could comfortably pay. To protect themselves from exactly this situation, insurers buy insurance for themselves. That is called reinsurance. If claims from a major catastrophe become too large, the reinsurer agrees to cover part of the losses. But that financial security doesn't come for free. Reinsurance accounts for roughly 30 to 40% of their total insurance costs. But if reinsurance is so important, why are those companies based in Bermuda instead of any other major financial center? It all began in 1992, when Hurricane Andrew slammed into South Florida before continuing into Louisiana. The storm caused billions of dollars in insurance losses and permanently changed how the industry managed hurricane risk. Insurers realized they had dramatically underestimated the financial impact of major hurricanes. Suddenly, the industry needed far more reinsurance than existing companies could provide, and plenty of investors recognized the opportunity. But starting those companies required more than just money. It required a place with experienced regulators, insurance-friendly laws, and close connections to the American market. Bermuda was uniquely positioned to provide exactly that. Unlike many larger countries, it could approve and regulate new reinsurance companies remarkably quickly, allowing investors to respond while demand was at its highest. The island also had no corporate income tax, making it especially attractive for international financial firms looking to establish new companies. Just as importantly, Bermuda was located only a short flight from Florida and the American East Coast. That allowed companies to stay closely connected to the American insurance market while benefiting from Bermuda's own legal and regulatory system. So, when Hurricane Andrew created a sudden demand for new reinsurance companies, Bermuda was ready. Investors poured billions of dollars into newly established reinsurance firms, attracting some of the industry's best talent. The industry began to feed on itself, and over time, the island evolved into one of the world's most important centers for catastrophic risk. Today, that tiny island is home to companies that provide more than a third of the world's reinsurance for homes and businesses, collectively helping insure trillions of dollars worth of risk around the globe. Without that support, many insurers would be forced to charge dramatically higher premiums, insure far fewer homes, or leave Florida altogether. Insurance doesn't just protect homes, it allows banks to issue mortgages, businesses to secure loans, and developers to build new neighborhoods. In other words, Bermuda doesn't stop catastrophes from happening, but it provides the financial capacity that allows Florida's economy to keep functioning after disasters. And the relationship works both ways. Florida generates some of the world's largest and most expensive catastrophe risks. Bermuda, in turn, has built one of the world's largest industries dedicated to helping manage them. One depends on protection, the other specializes in providing it. Every hurricane season quietly reinforces that partnership. It's a reminder that the world's most influential financial centers aren't always the biggest. Sometimes they're small islands that quietly solve problems no one else can. So, the next time a major hurricane strikes Florida, remember this. While the destruction happens on the ground, the financial recovery stretches far beyond Florida's borders. Behind the scenes, a tiny island in the Atlantic helps make that possible. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments how I can improve. Until the next show of power, thanks for watching.